The ground conditions are probably more important in barrel racing than in any event. They're important in all of them, of course. But here, where those cowgirls are turning that figure eight around the two near side barrels, down to the far side to complete that cloverleaf pattern, and then that all-important run for home. Those horses have to be able to turn, they have to be able to accelerate, and they have to be able to run hard. So that's why we're taking a little time right now to make sure that everything is just as good as we can make it for our cowgirls.
No, we wouldn't want to have any safety concerns here tonight for our cowgirls or their horses. So we'll take a little bit of time tonight after every 6 runs in the barrel racing to do this, to make sure that this ground is very, very safe for our cowgirls. Now tonight they run in a clover leaf fashion around these barrels. And for you folks sitting in the stands tonight, when they run home, as they make their time up going home, you can make as much noise as you like. In fact, we encourage it. Now, the cowgirls that we have in the order tonight are some of the best that we have seen. These are cowgirls that are bound for the Canadian Finals Rodeo, the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo as well. It looks as though the ground is almost ready to go, courtesy of our groundskeepers, doing some harrowing down there as well, David.
Well, and you know, Lisa Lockhart with that 17-4-24, what an amazing horse, what an amazing cowgirl, 3 times Canadian titleist. She's our leader, of course, and right behind her, another Canadian champion, Trula Churchill, Riley McKenzie, the youngster, right there, 17-7-5-5. But the cream has risen to the top as we get ready for our first cowgirl.
This is Bennett Barrington Little. She comes from Ardmore, Oklahoma. She's 10th in the Wrangler Series of rodeos. She's top 25 in the world right now. And Oklahoma heads down to the 3rd one, looking for Alberta encouragement to run home. The running time, 17-2-75, means we have a new leader.
Yeah, 17-2-7-9, Doug, is what it was, but you're absolutely right. Bennett Little has taken the lead right there. Brings up your pick right now. Talk about Crystal Shaw.
Well, this was my pick to win tonight. Crystal Shaw rides great horses. She always has them very well prepared for the arena. The closer you get to the barrels, the better. Now, around that 3rd one, and the last turn is done. It's time to help out.
Hey, nice, 17-7-9-1. Things are getting a little quick here as she, too, joins the leaderboard right there, does Crystal Shaw.
Here's your pick to win tonight, David.
Well, Leanne Russ, what an amazing cowgirl. She was Rookie of the Year in the world just a couple of years ago at the age of 53. Hey, come on, Leanne. Do what you do, babe. Look at this on Harley. Here she comes. All right, heading for the line now. And across that line in 17-5-6-7. Unofficially about 3rd overall right now.
All right, let's stay with Texas. Here comes Fallon Taylor. Let's ride the number 3 cowgirl in the world. Now, she raised and trained this horse. And by her own admission, she will tell you this horse is hard to ride. We heard everybody go, oh, around that 2nd barrel. And now it becomes a little academic. It's a bit of a training run. We're going to have to add 5 seconds to her total time. But Alberta, she's a long way from home tonight from Texas, looking for Alberta applause. Fallon Taylor.
Well, Fallon and Baby Flo just not able to do it tonight, a 26.760 with the penalty. So that takes us to Suzanne DePauli, Longview, Alberta.
All right, she's making the approach to the 1st barrel. The quicker you run, the better, but we don't want to go by that 1st barrel. That's one of the things the cowgirls have to gauge. This is a very good rider. Good horse. Uh-oh. A bump on the 1st one, and that barrel is down. That's a heartbreaker for Suzanne DePauli right now. She'll slow that horse down a little bit, and she will look for your applause, everybody. That's a good cowgirl.
Well, I'll tell you one thing right now. Suzanne DePauli, great singer-songwriter, and she was Calgary Stampede Queen and just a great, great lady and a great family, the DePauli family. So, unfortunately here, no time for Suzanne.
We'll take opportunity now to groom that ground. We want it to be as safe as possible for our cowgirls. So here come our Stampede volunteers to get that done, and we'll give them a moment or two to do that. We'll ask for your patience for just a moment as we set the ground for the ladies.
All right, I think Katie I think Katie Lucas has a guest for us right now down below. Katie?
Thanks, Dave. We're speaking with Leanne Russ down here right now. Leanne, you're doing really good in the Canadian standings this year. What made you make the decision to come north of the border?
I'll tell you what, I've been up here 2 years before. This is my 3rd year. I love Canada. Man, I tell you what, you guys are great. I appreciate y'all, appreciate the hospitality. I've had a great time up here. When I was a little old kid, I always heard about Calgary, Pendleton, and Cheyenne. And my first year as a rookie at 53, I got to run in the slack at Pendleton and Cheyenne. And last year, I got invited to Calgary. And I tell you what, that was one of the highlights of my life. Sure, the highlight of my career. I hadn't been doing it for 2 years. So, yeah, I've really enjoyed it up here.
Right. Now, as we mentioned before, Rookie of the Year at age 53. What made you make the decision to all of a sudden jump in and just go to the PRCA and CPRA rodeos?
Well, you know, there's nothing I wanted to do worse when I got out of college, but I didn't have the horse. I didn't have the money. You know, life happened. I got married, had a family and a career, and I looked up one day and I thought I was over the hill, and God blessed me with an awfully nice horse, and I raised him myself, and we'd pretty well done what we could do with the barrel racing, and my dad, my brother, and my mom, and everybody kind of encouraged me, and I ended up going pro. So,
well, we're sure glad to have you here. We'll get back to the rest of the barrel racing, but good luck with the rest of the season.
It doesn't matter what your dream is, keep it alive, because you never know when everything's going to line up and you actually get to live your dreams. So y'all go for it. Yeah.
Thank you, Leanne. Back to you guys.
Is that not one of the coolest people on the planet right there, Leanne Russ? I love listening to her chat. She always has wonderful things to say. All right, let's get to Lacey Suter, great Canadian cowgirl, Duchess, Alberta, going to be next in, and she has taken dead aim at a berth at our Canadian finals, Doug.
We are going to hear a lot from Lacey Suter this year. She brings 2 great horses to the world of rodeo. She was a champion in the barrel racing fraternities earlier on last year. That's 2 great barrels. Oh! Last minute knockdown. Friends, you know what to do. We were looking at a winning run tonight.
I'll tell you, would have been, could have been, should have been 17,532, which would have been right there in about 3rd place overall.
She actually slowed up on the way out of here, too.
It was just a costly barrel. That's a tough break for a great cowgirl.
Oh, boy.
So a 22,532 with the penalty factored in, Doug.
We're looking for Julie Leggett from Kamloops, British Columbia, and here she comes on that good-looking gray horse. The approach to the right-hand barrel looks like a good one. That's a good tight corner. Now we'll head for the second one. Can we get it done and keep it up? Yes, we can. We're in the money thus far. Down to the 3rd one. You folks take over.
How about 17,546? That's in the money, 17,546. Nice job right there. We are blowing our leaderboard to smithereens.
Oh, we're doing damage tonight in the barrel racing. Stay with British Columbia, this time from Savinaw, British Columbia. Here comes Sarah Gerard. Now, that might be one of our best first barrels tonight, and that dictates the success of the run. Just as good on 2. Now we need to keep it together. Everybody hold your breath. Let's ride. Sarah, go! Absolutely wonderful.
17,703. Well, 1 cowgirl to go, and how about Kirsty White sitting 12th in Canada right now in a qualifying spot for the Canadian finals. Last year, Doug missed the CFR by $19.
That is not going to happen again. Ready to ride. This is her little horse, Racy. We can see Racy down there, and Racy is ready to run. Kirsty has raised and trained this horse. We're underway. Now we're down here and ready to go. We're heading to the left-hand barrel first. That's all right. Just make 2 turns in the other direction. That's 2 good barrels. We're still in the money. This is the last barrel racer of the night, and it's rodeo tradition to help her go for home. $18,191, $18,191. Great job for her. We can look at the replay on the run, and that's very, very important as we watch the cowgirls ride. You know, 1/10 of a second is just too long in the barrel racing.
Well, yeah, it's tough. You know, you're going as hard as she could, and just couldn't quite make that run for home quite fast enough. Hey, how did you enjoy the barrel race tonight?